Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now guys, as usual, let's take a look in the gold market. Here we do not have a lot of changes, just a couple of details have appeared recently, so in yesterday's session. On the daily chart, market still stands under resistance. Also, people tell that here is 200 moving average, 200-day moving average stands, so we actually could try to plot it. So 1269, as in Reuters have been said today. Right, so here it is. They have said correct, so indeed, but actually I do not use it very often. Anyway, as we have talked about this recently, market stands at resistance. So we have natural support resistance area. So previously it was support, as you can see, market has tested sometimes it. Also weekly pivot resistance 1, fib level 1263. Recent session was mostly indecision, so you can see some kind of the doji action has happened. So market mostly was expected the voting on the tax bill. It was successful, but it hasn't triggered any significant action here. Mostly market is close to the area where it started the session. Now it stands inside of this session. So this candle, guys, will be very important for a short-term perspective for today and probably till the end of the week. Because depending on the breakout direction, now the market will take it out with this top or it will take it out with this loss. It will determine, this will be major driving a moment for further direction. So taking out of this top will lead to the further upward direction here. But while market will drop below with these lows, will trigger some deeper retracement, as we have talked about it. And actually this is the price behavior that we're mostly expecting. So let's keep watching what will happen. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we do not have any significant changes. Market still stands inside of our wedge pattern that we have talked about, and mostly it forming inside session, so nothing really new we have here. On the daily chart, on the 30-minute chart, hourly chart, so let's start from the hourly. On hourly, we have nicely looking bullish bearish divergence that stands with our 3 drive pattern. That's actually the pattern that we have talked about recently. On the 30-minute chart, market has formed on the yesterday's session some kind of godless triple to sell. And in general, guys, breakout of this top will be not quite logic from the perspective of the retracement and from the perspective of this pattern. So if this will happen, the market somehow will break, some fast acceleration will show here to the upside. This probably will mean that upward action will continue in the short term period on the gold market, because market mostly has completed all necessary steps, all preparation for it to trigger retracement down. Pattern has been formed, 3 drive sell has been formed. We have the divergence right at the strong daily resistance area. That should be sufficient to trigger downward retracement. If this will not happen, it means that something stands different on the market and some other sentiment exists or some other driving factor exists. So inability of the market to start downward retracement will mean that probably we should ready for upward breakout, because everything already has been done. Here we even have some kind of the head and shoulders shape. It's not actually more, it looks like more even a triple top or something of that sort. That just confirms my words that this level really will have the special meaning, because actually this is the border between further upward continuation and potential deeper retracement. This will be a very important moment here. So that being said, if you have taken short here, you probably could just continue watch what will happen. For taking the long position, well, it probably better to wait either retracement down or maybe use some stop order on entry, some breakout, not the limit order for taking the long position, but on the stop order. So if the market will break it somewhere above these stops, you could become involved in the trade, something of that sort. But currently, taking the short rate at this point, well, it's a bit risky because market still stands at the resistance, so not really guaranteed that market indeed will accelerate here. Just let's keep watching what will happen. So pure scenario in place, regardless triple to sell patch and have a period, divergence, right with resistance. So chances on the further downward action here exist, and let's see what will happen.